Hello everybody. On the last episode, I deboned the whole chicken, and today with the leftover bones I'm going to cook the broth. But before we continue with cooking the broth, there is still a lot of meat on the bones. I am going to carve it down. This is great for another stir fry with lots of vegetables, and afterwards we're gonna go cook the broth. From the neck all the way to the bottom, you see the back side, there's a lot of lovely meat layers. I start from here. So once again, with a sharp knife, you work along the bones. The other side, just gently peel it down. By doing so, you also see the bones on your shoulder, which later will be easy for you to separate the entire chicken cast in two. More meat. The other side the same. Along against the bones and peel it off. Technique is pretty much the same, only in a smaller area. Shoulder to the back is done, and this is the part from the thighs. It's also very delicious, and see these big thick layers. Carve it down. This is when your knife is sharp and flexible. It's easier to work against the curve of the bones, getting the maximum meat cubes you love. Before to the tail, you also have one more layer, which is a thick part. Once again, work along . Wonderful and delicious meat cubes. This is the time you're going to separate and cut this bone structure in two by working on the anatomy here. Here's probably the shoulder blades. Let me separate them. And the rib cage. You literally can see through the rib cage. In between there is gap. You just have to open it up. The other side is the same. Shoulder blades. Then you can pretty much see through the rib cage. Cut it open. Now that's how much meat you carve down from the bones. What I'll do, this is my favorite way of doing it, they are already in cubes. Before I put them into the freezer, I will marinate it with 1 spoon of soy sauce. Gives them a lot of flavor, so when I'm coming home from work, before I go to work, I defrost them, take them out from the freezer and put it into the fridge. So by the time I come home, it is not only defrost, but very well marinated. I just have to chop some ginger, garlic, green onion, and a lot of vegetables. It's a perfect meal for stir fry with rice. Now here comes the broth. I'll put some cubes of garlic and some ginger. Use whatever you have in hand. If you prefer vegetables, if you prefer onion, it's up to you. But I just put what I have inside. That's the bone we just put in. Let's see how much we might need. 1 cup, 2 cups, 3, 4. 6. That's 2. 6 cups of water, just enough to cover the whole ingredients. Okay. Cover the lid and let's go cooking. Now I have removed the bones. It's just pure, very fragrant broth. It's now completely cooled. I'm gonna share this beautiful broth with my friends. So, 2 containers. I may not use it right away, so it's very important that you use the container. Thanks for watching. I hope it's helpful for you. See you next time. Ciao.